ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance for this evening's episode. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Also, please remember that I'm running that Buy Me a Coffee campaign. Just donate. I will put it towards a rugby league campaign in the future. Anyway, let's get on to tonight's episode, as we are going to be heading in to the Betfred Super League, as Thursday night is the first of the weekend. Round 5 to open up. What have we got in store? Well, let's have a look back first of all on the league tables. So it's Warrington Wolves and Catalans Dragons who have got the 100% record so far, with 4 wins from their 4 games. Wigan Warriors come second but have a game in advance of Huddersfield Giants, who come in at 4th. They win, they could go 3rd. Them two actually face each other this weekend. Silver Red Devils, Hull KR, Leeds Leopards, Leeds Rhinos and Hull FC have all got 2 wins from their 4 games as well, like Wigan, but Wigan have the superior points difference, so they're in 3rd. St Helens have not had the best of starts to the season and have got a game behind, as we can see is against Huddersfield Giants in the future, and have only got 1 win from their 2 games. Then it comes Castleford Tigers and Winterfield Trinity in the bottom 2 places. I apologise to all KR fans. This opens up this weekend's run of fixtures. Tonight's game is Leeds Rhinos versus Castleford Tigers at the Jungle. Then Friday sees us move to Huddersfield for, as I said, Huddersfield Giants versus Wigan Warriors. Warrington Wolves go out to battle at the Halliwell-Jones Stadium against Leeds Leopards. Then this Friday night game sees St Helens face Hull FC. Both teams not having the best of it in recent weeks. Catalans Dragons are looking to continue their 100% record against Hull KR on Saturday, as there is a 6 PM kickoff for them. And then Sunday, Silver Red Devils are at home against Wakefield Trinity. And we start the weekend's action off at Castleford Tigers versus Leeds Rhinos. Apologise, my teeth mustn't be in properly. Castleford Tigers were a pitiful force once again, as they look set for a very long season, as they were beaten for the 4th game in the succession to begin this campaign, with interim boss Andy Lass failing to oversee a change in fortunes, as they were on the end of a one-sided defeat to Huddersfield Giants. They must contend with the loss of Jake Marmo, who has opted to retire, while Alex Sutcliffe also drops out, having failed at HIA. Leeds, however, have made it back-to-back wins, with a convincing win over Wakefield thanks to a strong second half showing last week, keeping their opponents scoreless in the process. Neither side could break the deadlock in the first half, but Leeds were far too good in the second, running out 26 points to 0 victors. And while they lost Ash Hanley for the encounter, they welcome back Cruz Leeman into the squad. And with that, we have the squads in, the teams for both sides, and we're starting with the away side first, as they welcome back Harry Newman, who's promoted from the bench in place of Ash Hanley. And goes in at centre with Nene McDonald, Darrell Alfords, David Fusatua are the wingers, with Richie Myler at fullback. Blake Austin and Aidan Caesar continue acting at half-backs, with Tom Holroyd, Jared O'Connor and Zane Tatavanos continuing to dominate in the front row places for Leeds. Again, James McDonald, Maurice Martin and Cameron Smith are on the bench. With no Sam Walters this week, there'll be no shoulder charges, but Justin Sangare comes onto the bench after missing out last time out. With Hanley out, it's Lewis Roberts who also gets promoted to the bench for the backs, with Corey Johnson at 18th man. Sam Lysoni completes the interchange bench. Castleford Tigers shuffle the pack again, I mean, as the entire cards that they've drawn. With Jack Broadbent starting at fullback last week, it's a return of Greg Eden, we think, at fullback, with Beretta Faraimo coming in for Alex Sutcliffe, who misses out to the squad completely. Broadbent and Mahe Fanua are the centres, with Jason Carey continuing on the wing. Gareth Widdop and Jacob Miller are the halfback pairing, with George Lawler, Paul McShane and Nathan Massey up front after George Lawler's stint in at hooker. Kenny Edwards drops to the bench in place of Adam Milner, who comes up from the bench, with Sui Matangi dropping to the bench as well. Joe Westerman is at loose forward. Liam Watts and Daniel Smith continue on the bench places, with Muiz Mustafa, the 18th man. And with that, we begin the first half. Let's hope it's going to be a cracker. I will bring you through the play as they go and bring you the extended highlights of the game. Two bits of early news from the game. Muiz Mustafa is in the starting lineup in place of George Lawler. So that means that there is a change around in forwards, but a straight swap as Muiz Mustafa was the 18th man and goes to starting prop. And also, Cruz Leeming is absent tonight because there's a potential that he's leaving the club soon. And it's Castleford Tigers to kick off, with Gareth Widdop taking the first kick. Alfords passes it to Tom Holroyd, and he's held for the first tackle. Leeds get an early penalty for, I'm assuming it's a headshot, as Milner clobbered by McShane. It's accidental, as Miller was going down, but it's a penalty in these day and age. Can't do it, but penalty is sufficient. Blake Austin this time goes on to the high tackle sheet as he catches the returning Castleford defender and then gives away 10 metres for Verbals. It was a little bit of a grab, so I think he missed there, but the referee saw it was over the ball, and that's a penalty. Cass have been doing some decent attacking flair and play, but it's Blake Austin with a 40-20 attempt and turns Jason Gary round, and Leeds are on the attack deep in Castleford territory. What a good kick this is. Great vision, great anticipation, and it had too much for the young Castleford winger. Leeds have got Gareth Widdop versus Reece Martin, and the offload and the knock-on from Jared O'Connor means that Cass can celebrate that absolutely fantastic tackle. Great pick out from Leeds to target Reece Martin over Gareth Widdop, but it was the Castleford man who gets the one-up on that. Could have played on from there, the referee did. It could have been a knock-on or even a try if Jared O'Connor had taken it in. Blake Austin from the resulting scrum gives away a penalty for offside as he jumps the gun too early. See, left of the scrum. And that's enough to get a penalty now. He's not happy with that. A high ball into the Leeds 20 goes to the ground. And it's recycled by Castleford, still on the last tackle, and Jason Carey kicks forward, and he's caught high by Darrell Alfords, with the referee giving a penalty to Castleford Tigers. Kick through the gap. McDonald was seeing him off, but he got the ball first, and Darrell Alfords got Jason Carey on both the shoulders. Jacob Miller gets the ball up and running, and after Nathan Massey spins in the tackle, it's held up by 3 Leeds Rhinos defenders. In the very next tackle, it goes through the hands. Westerman to Widdop, to Eden, out to Beretta Fariamo, who scores in the right corner for Cass to get the opening points of the game. Great team play, well worked wing play, and Castleford Tigers gets on the board. Hopefully, unlike last week, they can do a lot better after scoring first. So here's the result, what it's resulting from. Penalty on Jason Carrick, and then on the second tackle, just spreading it through the hands. Widder, Westerman and Eden all getting their hand on the ball. Beretta Furiyama gets the first ball-pointer of the game. Good team play, good hands, great effort. Widder signs up the conversion attempt, just cuts it across the front of goal. 4-0 Cass. After a penalty sees Leeds in Castleford territory again, Leeds reached the fourth tackle with Denny McDonald being forced back by a pack of Tigers. And then Harry Newman meets Beretta Furiyama, and Harry Newman loses the ball in the tackle as the Cass players celebrate. Good tough tackle, good effort. Here it is again. Austin, he picked him out there. Didn't see the Castleford winger. Good hit, ball and all. And shut the young England winger back on his haunches. Castleford are starting to get their tails up, and after Westerman draws in 3 Leeds would-be defenders, stood up in the tackle. It's a quick play the ball. Widdup gets it to Milner. Oh, Broadbent's little top on is put down by Beretta Furiyama. Could have been in for a second, but he has to give up the play on that front. Still only 4-0 to Castleford Tigers. Here it is again. Great right wing play. Oh, that little tip on wasn't quite on the mark, but that was it. Leeds, though, get the move on themselves, and after Aidan Caesar bumps off a couple of would-be Leeds Castleford tacklers, a half break by Cameron Smith is in support by Blake Austin, and it's Richie Myler who goes over right in the posts to make the scores back on parity. It's 4-all as Leeds get their first try of the game. Yes, I know, I got it wrong first time. Now I've got it right. So here it is again. After Aidan Caesar bumps off, Westerman stands up in the attempted tackle by Liam Watts. Cam Smith steps off his right foot, finds Blake Austin in support, and Richie Myler goes through right to the posts. Good bit of strength from the scrum half. Could have been brought down, but he stays on his feet. Great support play by the Leeds players. Fast, manoeuvrable. That's a good try. Reece Martin with an easy kick. It's 4 points to 6 in Leeds' favour. It looks like James Bentley is in the dock as Miller has passed the ball. He's put in a late hit on the Castleford Tigers man. But from what I can tell, it's just a penalty only, and Widdup is going to go for the 2. Happy with the attempt. It was a late hit. Caesar was on the back of a couple of them last game, but Widdup has decided to go for 2 on this penalty to try and get Castleford back on level terms. Widdup sizes up the kick, and the flags go up, and we're back on level terms as Widdup adds the extras. 6-all. Leeds have decided to do a short kick-off on the return, and after Fussy Tour, it was deemed Castleford and knocks it back. Cam Smith comes up with it, and it's a Leeds ball. Not sure of that. I've got a feeling that Fussy Tour actually touched it in the air and knocked it forward. Bentley gets in. Here we go. Yes, I think Fussy Tour knocked that forward. Leeds have caught Castleford offside as a result of that short kick-off, and Sue Matangi is the one that's pinged. Leeds are definitely going to run it here. equal scoring, so why not? Justin Sangari is now on the pitch, and he was the one that took the drive. That one leads the penalty. Cass have seen out the danger as a knock-on was given, but Vanua fumbles one at play the ball. Gives Leeds the ball back. A bit more territory again and possession just before half-time. 5 minutes before half-time, Leeds get a scrum. Gary Connor doing what his work is. Don't get me wrong, that could have been a knock-on if that didn't go right. Leeds get the ball once again. Oh, and it's a high tackle by Liam Watts on Blake Austin. If it was last season, you could have possibly seen Liam Watts in the bin for that. This time, he gets a bit of leniency. But it's a penalty to Leeds, and Leeds are running it yet again. Leeds are attacking the left edge on the fourth tackle from that penalty. And after a potential offload was not taken by Harry Newman. Leeds to get to the last tackle. The kick across the front by Blake Austin is sort of patched by Gary, who fumbles it and knocks it out for a dropout. Leeds are coming up with some sustained pressure. It's a great kick. Gary couldn't bring it in, otherwise it would have been on the 20-metre line. Tapping. If I were Andy Last, I'd be absolutely annoyed at that, as the ball has not gone 10 from Widdop's dropout. Supposedly a short dropout, but doesn't even go 10. Penalty Leeds, and this time he decides to go for 2, right in front of the sticks. Reece Martin with another easy attempt, and it's Leeds in the lead, 8 points to 6. Leeds are starting to show their attacking credentials, and Blake Austin throws the ball to Richie Myler, who gets away from his man, and Harry Newman cuts in, finds a bit more space, but he offloads to Jerry Connor, who steps his way out of trouble and gets himself to the 40-metre line. The play is stopped though by the referee as the doctor is on the pitch. It looks like a Castleford player is injured at the point in time. Looks like Mahe Fanua to me. And I think it's after Jason Gary drive. Apologies, this is Justin Sangari drive. Yeah. Looks a bit rattled there. Here we go. Bump. Ooh. Yeah, he either got friendly fire off Kenny Edwards or Justin Sangari's hard run claimed the first head knock of the game. Leeds are on the attack after this, deep in on the 5th tackle, and James Bentley couldn't take in the Cameron Smith pass. That sends Castleford on the attack with Grady Eden. Caught before the 20-metre line, but with 1 minute left of the half, so everyone's trying anything. And on the hooter, as Miller hands it off, the kick by Widdop, he finds Bretta Faraimo after Blake Austin collects that pass back. Harry Newman is off to over the 20-metre line. Jacob Miller takes down Richie Myler. Half time, an enjoyable one to be fair. Cass are still behind. Leeds hold the slender advantage at the Jungle, leading 8 points to 6 against Castleford. The only difference is a Gareth with a missed conversion. It is Harry Newman who won't be coming out of the Leeds changing rooms for the second half, as Lewis Roberts is on for him. Return to play protocol or routine for Harry Newman to give him 40 minutes. And he is all dressed up and won't be back. Bad news for Cass as well, as their starting centre Mahe Fanua is not going to return for the rest of the game, as he has failed his HIA, as Leeds work their way out to their own 20. To sum up what Castleford season's been like, there has been a 6 again called by the referee for that slow play the ball on Darrell Alford. Then Jack Broadbent does this. Left foot, hit the ball, penalty to Leeds Rhinos. Puts them well on the back foot. All the cameras, all the referees, and he sticks out his left foot to try and get a misplaced play of the ball. Cass are backed up to their own 20-metre line now. Fortunate for Cass, it came to nothing early, but he gets some play of their own. As Milner's gone into the tackle, Bentley's forced him down, 2 men in the tackle, and Reece Martin gives away the penalty, and he knows it too. And guess what? They want to air up the scoring at 8 all for Widdop to go for a 2. Widdop steps up for the kick, and he kicks it wide. Fortunately, Castleford will get the ball back off a dropout from the Leeds 20-metre line. But let's see how far away it was. A few metres, but not too far. Unlucky. Greg Eden is bursting through the middle of the pitch after that dropout, and he drops it in the tackle by Myler. Oh, the back could be called against Cam Smith there, but Andy Last is not happy. Here it is again, ball back on the inside. Bretta Faraimo Darrell Alford calls it back in the inside, and a good tackle and a break from Cam Smith as the player is on the floor. Can't do that, 1-on-1. Can that be a knock-on against Leeds? It has been a bit bitty this game, a bit of this, bit of that, and Aidan Caesar knocks on a Castleford pass by Miller and gives them a scrum in the middle, and the scrum play works out as Greg Eden's pass outside for Beretta Faraimo of his second try of the game. It's a great effort for Castleford as they've taken the lead once again. 10 points to 8. Castleford looking quite well for this result so far. Need a little bit more. Here's that knock on by Aidan Caesar. Just a quick pass from Miller and he's outfoxed. Caesar knocks it down to the ground. Don't do anything more. McShane to Miller to Widdop to Eden to Fariamo. 2 tries for the Cass winger. 2 on the opening day of the season as well. Gareth Widdop attempting for the next 2 for Castleford, and he wallops it from that right side and gets it through the middle to the delight of the Cass fans. 12 points to 8. Leeds look rattled as Blake Austin puts the ball out on the fun, and another error for Leeds in an error starting second half. Penalty on halfway, Castleford Tigers. Castleford gets to the last, and after Paul McShane tackle, Richie Myler is being dragged over the try line, but they're all celebrating the defence and possibly a try for some reason. Leeds are asking the question, the ref's asking for the video referee, and let's have a look to see what was going on. Kick by McShane against the posts. We're blocked by the posts at this point, but it's still going on. The ref's saying play on, and he's dragged over the line. Has the ball been grounded? Can't tell. Let's see what the schmalz is, as the decision on the field is no try. Video referee are taking a long, hard look at that. So, Liam Watts. Liam Watts there, number 32, was deemed to, according to the video referee, whose decision is coming up now, was deemed to be offside from the kick. So he got involved in the 10. Is the play the ball man? Ball's not gone 10. The play, it's still a surrender tackle. They played on. And what got involved? Yeah, sorry, Dan Smith was the one that got involved. So, penalty to Leeds. No try. Alex Mellor couldn't play the ball properly before this play due to an injury to his left wrist, and he couldn't catch the ball, and it's affected him. You can tell in that decision. Holding his right arm, right shoulder. I think that's what got to him. Otherwise, it was a 2-on-1 on Darrell Alfords. He was looking at Alfords as well, waiting to be smashed. That's the reaction. After a Liam Wattock tackle play deemed that Liam Watt had lost the ball in the tackle, and it went backwards according to the referee, and it's caused this little bit of a schmoz, as that word, as Richie Myler touched the line before it went out, so it should be a Leeds 20. But it was a great break by Castleford, finding Paul McShane, who kicked for the corner. Tried to get Jason Gary a clear run to the pitch, but Myler was in play to keep it at bay. Leeds have got some heavy pressure on Castleford now, as a knock on by Greg Eden after a late referee call. He got it right in the end, but he was late with the call. Castleford could have been well down the field. Good kick by Bentley. Eden knocks it forward. Don't know what the referee was thinking there. Should give the knock on. Was he unsighted? Don't think so. I think it's more to the fact that Eden came around the edge from him to get that. Plus, it did look like it came off his shin. But Leeds are still full of errors. This time it's Sangare, whose offload has gone forward. James Bentley may have gone over. But Leeds have been giving away too many mistakes. Knock on by Leeds again. What's happened in the second half? It gets worse for Leeds, as they're offside at the scrum. This time Lewis Roberts. Wait for the out call. It should be the new coaching mandate. Castleford get up to halfway. Leeds give away another penalty. This time Cameron Smith's hands are in the play the ball. Doesn't try to be calm and prove that he's out the way. Just in a position where he can deem as stripping it from Bat or Ben. But Cass are not going for touch. They're going for two. Wait up again. From this range, it was a little bit closer last time and missed from this sort of area. Widdop sizes it up. And he adds the extras. Cass have extended their lead to 14 points to 8. After earlier in the set, Kenny Edwards tried to offload in the tackle and give Leeds more of a platform. They get to the final tackle and Blake Austin finds Aidan Caesar, who finds James Bentley, who finds Nene McDonald, who finds Bentley, but Darrell Alfords that's knocked on the last tackle. Cass are 5 minutes away from a victory against Leeds here. One that's a turn up for the books. All he needed to do was catch it and put it down. He's knocked on. Might have been a 1,000-mile-per-hour pass, but was there for him to catch. Leeds are trying everything to try and get a try before the final whistle and the final hooter, and Aidan Caesar puts the ball in the air and Jason Gary misses the ball completely. Bentley throws it back and Mellor forces the tackle, and that's the full-time hooter, and Castleford Tigers have won to the delight of the team and their fans as well as coach Andy Last. And there is the tail of the tape. Castleford Tigers get their first win of 2023 against Leeds Rhinos. Castleford nilled Leeds Rhinos in the second half. So I'm gonna be brutally honest, this game was between two poor sides, and for some reason Leeds Rhinos didn't turn up and play, and mentally was a bit off, and in the second half they couldn't keep hold of the ball if it was their win bonus. 14 points to 8 is the final score, and there were two bad teams today. Castleford have still got work to do, but their defence and grit in defence is a basis to start off from. Nilling Leeds in the second half, that's two halves in two games that Leeds have been nilled by the bottom two teams. Castleford obviously move up the table now because of that. Is this just papering over the cracks? Or did they just get up for the Leeds Rhinos opponents? Small town versus big city? No, it's a question to ask. But in the meantime, I will just say thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. Then I'll end the episode as I always do by opening up the comment section for you guys. Be respectful. And also wishing you all the best. So please stay safe. I'll see you in the next episode.